Hey guys, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a lower back pain session, alright? So that sounds a bit dodgy, but I don't mean it as that. What I mean is we need to do some treatment on your lower back. So I get a lot of people that complain about saying their lower backs are painful and they need to work on them. So what I want to do is I want to explain to you how you can actually release your lower back yourself and where the pain is probably coming from and what tools you can use to actually loosen your back off and make day-to-day lifestyle easier, exercise easier, and basically, hopefully, get you pain-free. So first of all, I need to explain what you need, all right? So if you haven't already got this, what you need is you need a ball, all right? Now, the ball is great. Now, what it does is it basically acts as like an elbow, and it acts for release. So what it will do is it will release areas of tightness in your body, and they're called trigger points. So what you do is you place this ball into an area of your body which is quite tight, and what it then does is you breathe into it and you hold it, and slowly what it does is it just releases that area and releases off the tension and makes that body more mobile, and it just gets rid of all the toxins, all the nasty products really in the area. Now what I would say is a massage ball is really cheap to buy, far cheaper than massage itself, and it works about £8, £10 online. You can get one on Amazon. Just type in lacrosse ball or type in massage ball, and you want a nice firm one, all right? Now, you can massage into anywhere you want. The only place you can't massage into is like directly into a bone, all right? So you don't want to massage directly onto the spine, okay? That's the first thing, massage ball. Second thing we need is a foam roller. Now, I use what's called a rumble roller, and a rumble roller is it's got these little knobbly bits on it, so they act as like fingers, so they work into an area much better. Now, a lot of the ones you can buy are obviously like smoother. However, I find those smoother ones don't really get into those tight areas. You may want to buy two, because you may want to start off with a smoother one and then gradually build up to actually like a smooth one. Sorry, then build up to obviously the more knobbly one, and that will break down adhesions and toxins and areas of tightness. So these are the two things you need. You need the rumble roller or a roller, and you need a ball, all right? So what I'm gonna now do is explain where you need to put this for your lower back. So we're specifically looking at the lower back today, all right? We're gonna do loads of videos, but the first day today we're gonna do is lower back, because that's the most common area, all right? Now, what a lot of you may not know, we're going into a bit of anatomy and physiology now, all right? Hence why I got the shirt off. The reason I got my shirt off is that there's actually a reason. When you roll, your t-shirt gets caught up in it, so it means you can't roll properly. That's why I've got my t-shirt off, all right? It's not to do with sex selling, it's literally just because basically I need to use a rumble roller and show you my back as well. Now, on my back here, what you've got is you've got a rectus spinae up and down here, and that area does get tight, yeah, definitely. However, what you've got just above your hip bones, right, and just below your rib cage, you've got in here what are called your QLs, okay, quadratus lumborum. Now, if you push in with your thumb into the side of your back, into here, right, and you feel it's a bit tender, that means you've got tight QLs. And your QLs go from here to the bottom of your ribs, all the way down to your hip bone, okay? It's the back of your hip bone there. That is the area we're working. So a lot of people go, oh God, that feels like my kidneys. It's not at all, okay? Basically, it's called your QLs, quadratus lumborum. And what we need to do is we need to get some work into there. Now, you can pay for massage. However, massage is like, £30, £40 a session, and you've got to do it quite often to get the benefits. So what we can do is we can get massage every 1 to 2 months or every other week basically. But then throughout the week, what we're going to try and do as a daily basis is do some foam rolling and some ball work to keep the area released, to keep it more mobile and to improve it even better, all right? So what you want to avoid is you don't want to push the ball directly into your spine, all right? That's not good. No one pushes the ball directly into the spine. What you want to do, find this side bit there, and press the ball into the side here, all right? What you then want to do is you want to roll around a little bit until you can feel where the area is, all right? You'll know where the area is, trust me, when you've got this in your back, all right? Remember, QLs are really deep in the body, so you need to kind of get a good bit of pressure in there, and it's that feeling where you go a bit kind of cross-eyed, where you feel yourself kind of thinking, oh God. Once you've hit that spot, that is where you want to hold it. You want to just breathe in, and relax, loosen it off, all right? So, I'm going to take you through a bit. First of all, we're going to foam roll. So, you grab your mat on the floor, and all you do, grab your roller, and remember, because we're avoiding the spine, we need to twist slightly sideways, all right? So what we're going to do, place a foam roller just above the hip bone here, and we're going to twist the side
and we're just going to roll just in towards that lower back, all right? And all you're going to do is just move different angles of the body, and you can move like so, but just make sure whatever you do, you're not directly on the bone, all right? What you're feeling is, you're feeling those side muscles the whole time. So when you get an area of tightness, all you then want to do is just lie back and just hold it there, all right? So it may feel quite painful, but remember, it's doing you really good benefit. It's loosening your body off, it's making you feel better, it's making you move better, and at the end of the day, we all want to be pain-free and we all want to be more mobile. So we've got to an area now where we work in offices and desks, etc. So we find that basically we don't move as well as what we used to, because we used to move a lot during the day. However, we don't move as much now. We're quite sedentary. So what we find now is we've got these areas of tightness and stiffness that we just can't release. So what we then need to do is use tools to break that tightness down, release that tightness, and then with the exercise and moving about, it then makes our body more efficient. So remember, all you're doing is rolling it forwards and backwards on your lower back. Now, what I'd say, if people say, oh, how long should I spend? It's kind of like how long's a piece of string, really. You can go as long as you want into an area. I mean, it will feel tender the next day, because obviously you're beating it around a little bit, you know, you're pushing into it. However, I'm going to change size now. You can do this for as long as you want, and I think it's a great tool. It's something you can take away with you. I mean, you can take it anywhere you go, because it's really, really light. If you work away a lot, you can take this in your bag, and then you can work, you know, in a hotel, and you can loosen off your lower back because you've been driving for long hours. If you're sat at a desk all day, when you get home, you can just place it to your lower back just to release it off. So really, it's something you should be doing on a daily basis, and I would set yourself aside 10 to 15 minutes per day just to kind of focus on those tight areas, and mainly most people's lower back, but this roller can be used on near enough anything. So your lats, your thighs, back of your thighs, your bum muscles, your calves, and I'll show you all of that soon. But what I want to do is a video purely based on the lower back pain management side of things to make sure we're kind of working in the right direction. So again, when you find a spot, all you do, you just hold it there, and you just lie back and let it just press into that area. That's all you do. So it's something you can do whilst you're watching TV. So if you find, you know, you watch TV in the evening and you've got yourself your 10-15 minute side, you get your ball out, get your foam roller, and literally position yourself by the TV and just roll that tight area into the lower back. I can't stress enough how good this feels, all right? It may look a bit dodgy. If you're tuning in now, it may look a bit dodgy, but I'm telling you now, if you lie back, you just let it release, it feels so good afterwards. The back feels so much better. Right, so now what we're going to do is get the ball into there. So we've kind of warmed the back up, you know, it's red. It will feel a bit sore, a bit tender when you're using that rumble roller. Let me show you my back. It might be a bit red along here. However, that's a really good thing. That means you're getting fresh blood and good circulation to the area. So, most importantly of all, and this is the key, all right, it's the ball. Now, you can get even cheaper. I've got one as well. You get a dog ball, which are even harder, and actually they're about £3 from you know, any dog store or pet store. However, this is the massage ball I bought online on Amazon. So all you do is you grab it, and then what you do, you lie on your mat, you find that area of tenderness, okay? So you get your thumb into it first. So you go just below your ribs, okay? And then you get that ball in. And all you then do is rotate on your side, and then you just lie back and press that ball into that area. All right? So you may think, oh, I don't really feel at the moment. I guarantee you, just lie there for a bit and let everything just relax a little bit. So just breathe into it, just release it off, and then slowly move around your body. But if you find that you need to put more pressure through it, you can lift yourself up, and then you can lean into it. Okay? If that's too much pressure, you can use your elbow to put some of the weight through your elbow, and that means you don't get as much pressure into your back. But ideally, take your elbow off, just lie back and really get into that hard to reach area. And like I said, just focus on your breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. It's all about just trying to ease into it. And you can spend as long as you want here, so you can lie down, get right into it, and press as hard as you can, all right? Make sure you avoid the bones, but if you're working into muscle, you can near enough work as hard as you want into muscle, really get into it, get stuck into it, and remember, move your body around. So that is the point. See, this is, for me, I wasn't really on the point, and now I feel like I've now twisted to the side a bit more, and I feel like that's much more tender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie here for a bit, and I'm just going to focus on my breathing, and I'm just going to release this area off. Once I've released this area off, I'll then keep working onto another area, until I get to the bottom of my hip, and I'll probably go through it again. So remember, I spend another 5-10 minutes. So I do 5-10 minutes of foam roller in, and then I'll do about 5-10 minutes of ball work. I'll do 5 minutes on each side. And I'll tell you what, once I've done it, my back feels a lot looser. When I exercise, it feels better. When I move, it feels better. I used to suffer a lot of lower back pain when I used to walk up hills and just walking in general. So it definitely helps. I mean, stretching helps, but this definitely helps. And that's another tight bit. All right, so if I want to increase the stretch, obviously the pressure into that area, I can lift myself off, and I can really lean into that area. All right, so that's the right side done. We'll do a little bit on the left side. These two tools are possibly, I feel, training nowadays, probably the best things that have come out. I mean, they're absolutely amazing. Now, used to, a few years ago, we used to focus purely on training, so we used to be focusing on, running, getting fitter, getting stronger in the weights at the gym. We never used to focus on actually, mobility really, and trigger point therapy, release techniques, and we used to get stiffer and stiffer and stiffer, and just accept that we had lower back pain. Now we don't have to accept that anymore. Now what we can do is we can use these really cheap, cost-effective tools to aid our training, aid our quality of life in a way, because we feel a lot better from it. So I can't stress enough, you can get a foam roller for about £10–15. You can get a ball for about anything between £3 and £10. So for £20, you've got basically your own massage therapist every single day, and you can work on all your body parts for that. So you can work on your legs, on your back, on your shoulders, on your neck, and I'll show you all of those. We'll do different videos showing you all the different bits. But remember, get that ball in, get stuck into it. Start off obviously gently, and if you need to, rather than lying on the floor, because lying on the floor is obviously quite challenging, what you can do instead, you can go up against the wall instead, and you can just stand against the wall and just press into that area. But ideally, get on the floor, get the ball into it, breathe in, and just get it released. Most important thing. All right? So, I hope that video helps. That is a video for anyone suffering through lower back pain issues, okay? So remember, you've got the erector spinae, which is here. You've got the QLs, so you need to get your thumb into the side, all right? They get really, really tight. You can't stretch them very well, so that is why you need this, okay? Most important thing. So if you haven't already, watch my video, and then what you can then do is use this and use this to make sure you're getting the most out of your training. We want to make sure your training's effective, but if you're in lots of pain and discomfort, then you're not going to get the best out of your training. So make sure that what you're doing is you're spending time during the week looking after your body. So you're spending time during the week, you're stretching, you're getting mobility working, and you're also using release techniques or trigger point techniques to release tight areas. So it needs to be in a weekly schedule for you. You've got your training as one part of your training plan, and then you've got your kind of like looking after your body, your mobility, and your flexibility is another part of your plan. And don't avoid it. I neglected it for probably about 5–6 years, and the problem was I started off being quite flexible, and as I trained with weights, I got stiffer and stiffer, and I just accepted that was a part of training, and it's not at all. If I'd done my mobility work and I'd done my foam rolling and my ball work, I would be even better now than what I am. The problem is your body can only do so well with its range of movements. So if you're stiff, you're not going to get the correct range of motion. So what happens is you can't lift as much weight because basically your body doesn't like going through that plane of movement. So what we need to do is go for the correct plane of movement. Your body becomes much more efficient, and it means you can lift more weight, which means you burn more energy, and ultimately you burn more calories, and that's what we are going for. So I hope that video helped you. And like I said, if you've got any comments, then just comment in the down below. Let me know how you get on. If you like this video, give it a share, share it with your friends. And like I said, get a ball, get a foam roller. You can't go wrong. All right. Remember, avoid bone, not direct on the spine. Go into the muscles,
and just work into them and work into as long as you can. It will feel uncomfortable and probably feel quite bruised the next day. There's nothing to worry about at all. Maybe start off just doing a couple of minutes and then gradually build up and do more and more, and then your body becomes more tolerant to it. All right, so don't suddenly do 30 minutes the first day and then wonder why you've got like 2 large bruises in your back. Start off with maybe like 3-4 minutes each side and then gradually build up to it and really work into the area. All right, and that's me done.